As Prime Minister Mark Carney's new cabinet is sworn in Tuesday, some Alberta government ministers are hopeful they can reset the relationship with Ottawa, but Premier Danielle Smith isn't happy.
Do declare that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, King of Canada, his heirs and successors.
Toronto MP Julie DeBrusen is Canada's Environment Minister. In a statement, Premier Danielle Smith calling DeBrusen, quote, yet another anti-oil and gas environment minister, saying she is too close to former Trudeau Environment Minister Stephen Guilbeault, who will now serve as Minister of Official Languages and Culture.
Of course, Minister Guilbeault, a pretty controversial figure, is still in cabinet, which is an interesting choice. And then his successor in the role of environment is his former parliamentary secretary, somebody who has done a lot of work on the clean electricity regulations.
But not all ministers are taking the same tone.
The Prime Minister knows that he can't solve what's ailing Canada without Alberta's participation, and I'm excited about being part of that.
Alberta Energy Minister Brian Jean telling media in the legislature Tuesday he's ready to get to work with his federal counterparts. Only one Alberta Liberal MP, Edmonton Centre's Eleanor Olszewski, chosen for Prime Minister Carney's cabinet as Minister of Prairie Economic Development and Emergency Management as the province and the feds look to rebuild Jasper. Olszewski, Alberta's lone voice in the federal cabinet.
Good to see somebody from Alberta be able to spend the money that the federal government is going to want to put into Western Canada, I hope.
One political expert telling me expect Prime Minister Carney to be highly involved in the energy and economic development portfolios. Carney choosing Markham Thornhill MP and former colleague at Goldman Sachs, Tim Hodgson, as federal energy minister.
So again, whether it's more important to have Alberta representation in that kind of portfolio or somebody who's worked with Carney before, who has a lot of financial or economic credibility. I think he's chosen the latter because he recognizes the importance of that portfolio.
The new federal cabinet includes 28 ministers and 10 secretaries of state, all sworn in Tuesday. Reporting from Edmonton, Darcy Ropchan, City News.